Hi, welcome to our video on Golden Acre Park and the nearby Bridleway. So today we managed to actually get there, which was a good start because we tried a few days prior and I managed to get stuck on some ice. So we had a bit of a dumb ways to die moment when I was just coasting down some ice with my handbike, but fortunately we got out and back up when it's dry conditions is quite an insignificant ramp, but here we are, live and learn. So the plan today is to go to Adel Nature Reserve, and then we ended up going via the Bridleway near there just to make it a bit of a longer walk and have an explore what's going on. So we're just going down the main path. It's a little bit muddy, but it's March, so as to be expected, and quite nice. Saw a few dogs, that was great. Once we got to the end of the main path that we just walked, we got to this ramp and it was a bit too steep for me to be able to do in slightly wet conditions. So I just paused and got a hand up the ramp and then was greeted by this little reservoir, which was very nice and quite unexpected since we were going in quite blind. It was nice to see some water, a bit of a tree, and then there was a bit of, just past a tighter bit where I wasn't 100% sure we were going to be able to pass it, but then it turned out absolutely fine. A little bit difficult in terms of, there was a rock there I think, but otherwise fine. Then we saw a bit of swan drama. So we had some commotion going on in the reservoir, and apparently the uncle swan is fighting with one of the cygnets and they're not very happy. We had some very nice lady who clearly knows her swans tell us about that little gang, and the mother swan apparently isn't very happy, which doesn't normally happen, and here it was. I know nothing about swans, so I'm just going to take your word for it, and now you can have that information too. We're just coming up to another crossing the road and we decided not to go to Otley, unfortunately, today. Would have been nice, but unfortunately our car wasn't in Otley and we weren't quite prepared for that quite long of a walk. But if you wanted to know, it looked accessible for at least a little while more. So we're just going back onto the main path that we came down on our way and enjoying the views again. There was a tiny little waterfall which made me quite happy, and I really enjoyed the bridge as well. Both simple, nice, but enjoyable. Here we are, coming back to the start of the walk that we just went on, through the tunnel, which is the underpass from the main road, as the road is at 50 miles an hour, so don't really want to be walking over it. And we're just going through Golden Acre Park, very lovely park, quite well paved and quite accessible and user-friendly for lots of people. Just poodling about, trying to get to the Adel Nature Reserve. Also, very sorry if I've said Adel wrong. I'm southern and I don't really know how everything's said in Yorkshire, so if you're from around here, I am very sorry for how I pronounce things. Got to the main bit of water, which was fun because I like a good bit of water, as you might have noticed from the fact I commented on the last bit of water. I'm easily pleased, what can I say? Quite lucky, maybe it's been updated, I'm not really sure, but it didn't need a radar key. The gate was a bit awkward though, I'm not quite sure I would have managed it on my own. Admittedly, I wouldn't recommend using one of these with one hand like on your own because they're a nightmare to break. So, heads up there, don't do it. At the nature reserve, you can only get to the first hide if you're using the wheelchair, as it gets quite muddy, and I think there are stairs as well. I got a little bit stuck, so I got a little booster. But you get to this first hide, and you can watch the birds for a bit. So come sit with us, watch a little swamp. Watch it for a while. I won't make you sit through all of it. There was a mandarin duck couple who were having a really nice time. They were arguing a bit. You can't see anything. Great. I'll do some reading As I just mentioned, it's not ideal to go on your own, so there I just did quite a tight right turn, and then I was like, oh, why has my chain fallen off? I don't know. And it's because I did a very tight turn, and apparently that just makes my chain fall off, which is really great as someone who needs to turn. here we go, coming toward the end of the walk. I hope you've enjoyed today's video and found it useful in any way. Back onto the underpass and a bit of a ramp to get back home to the car. Thanks so much. Until the next time. Bye.